Yes, anyway. Just before Mr. Sharma speaks, when we did this in the first year, it was done as a partnership with NewsX. He was here and I was in the background for various reasons. And I'm glad in the second year we're doing these chief guests giving away the awards. And I must tell you, when we talk of youth, he became a member of parliament at a very young age. And I met him when he was 28. And I've seen his rise, and I say behind his back Naval is there with Kartikeya. He is very, very wise. He's of course, he comes from a very, storied family. He has the right lineage, but still to be having a very calm head on your shoulders, and he straddled the worlds of politics, media, and entrepreneurship. I don't think there could have been anybody better than Kartikeya ji to give away the awards. I can only say that his best is yet to come. I will not say more.
Thank you, Kartikeya. Thank you, Dr. Bhatta.
And Mr. Somesh Sharma, you had to speak. Rohel cut it, so you have a bond to pick with Rohel. Huh? Yes.
Namaskar to all of you. It's a real pleasure and honor to be here. Like it's always for any of the initiatives by BusinessWorld or Exchange for Media, and very old friends, and I'd say more than friends. Naval and Dr. Bhatta are here, and all of you. It's a privilege to join you for the Gen Z and Gen Alpha Changemakers 2.0. I had the privilege of being a part of it in the first one as well, so it was something that truly is close to my heart as well. And I want to congratulate the BusinessWorld team for creating a platform which is just not based on innovation but also intent, which is extremely important. And this is more than an award ceremony. It's a reflection of a generation, how they dare to go, explore, and see what impact they want to make. Because, see, we are living in a very different point in time in the world today where AI is evolving and faster than we can think or comprehend, perhaps. And I think what is more important is not the pursuit of knowledge, but a purpose with that knowledge which takes it, compassion that takes it, and the intent that makes it actually a solution for not only the people who invent it, but also for the consumers. So I think that's the most important point. AI is on a bandwagon and an evolutionary trajectory which will not stop or hold for anyone. But we as either as lawmakers or civil society must have a role to play in terms of what direction we are going, how we are going about it, and how things will change and evolve. I'm not going to bore you with a long speech, but I'll just share one or two personal experiences with you. So I sit on the IT committee, and which is largely comprised of the standing committee of both the Houses of the Parliament, which legislates on the future. And since your event is about change makers and how to bring about change and break the status quo, I definitely want to talk about two examples that I've personally taken away from this process of change and imbibed them. And I think I'll just mention it because it's an apt platform. So we organized Next as a platform in March this year. It was inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister. We had former heads of states, we had former NSAs, we had technology heads, we had physicists like Professor Brian Greene, we had Brian Cox, we had futurists like Alec Ross, we had Russian cosmonauts, NASA astronauts, Chinese taikonauts, and the entire space startup industry converging in one location. And Next was basically a platform which is very different in concept and ambition. It is something which is talking about innovation and change, therefore I mention it. It is about next in AI, next in quantum computing, next in mobility, next in power, what the future holds and how it will evolve. And something good came out of it. I met with a gentleman, Professor Jonathan Fleming, who is a professor at MIT, mainly dabbles into medical research and lead solutions, and then on top of that is a billionaire as well, although he loves teaching at MIT still. And he came up with a new technology which was an add-on device to your smartphone, an AI-led technology, which is being used to study cervical cancer and scan that for women, and hardly costs about $150. So I got inspired from there and started looking at what were the technologies that will impact humanity in a way which hasn't happened in the last 100 years or even longer. And we realized that there were physical limitations, but AI has become an enabler. And one of the biggest problems that even the Honorable Prime Minister recently spoke about is the health of women, and especially in rural India, things like breast cancer, cervical cancer. And while my team was working on it and researching, we came up with the Made in India AI-based technologies, which have given you solutions which were not there maybe 6 months or a year ago also. And these are US FDA approved and approved by all other agencies as well. So we embarked on a journey just recently on the Prime Minister's birthday, on his 75th birthday, where we took upon ourselves to create the world's largest breast cancer screening program, starting off with screening of 75,000 women, because the rate of detection of cancer is about 2% in India and breast cancer is about 1%. And especially in the rural parts of India where women are uneducated, unaware, and there's also a social dogma that sort of inhibits them. So this technology is based out of India. It's manufactured in Goa. We found out the company, we spoke to them, and we scaled them up. Now we've taken it to, we launched 9 ambulances, doing 1 village every day per ambulance, which is like 9 villages a day. And we are now hopefully going to expand it to about 25 ambulances. And with this, what started off with 75,000 women, now we're going to take it to Pan Haryana. Each and every village and each and every woman in every rural part of the state would be scanned. And you know what? It's something which is a real enabler, and that's where the intent and purpose comes in. So I want to, wanted to share this with you. A similar thing we've started is called Gyan Ganga Kendras, which is teaching prompt engineering to rural parts of the country, and especially in Haryana is where we've started. So the idea is always what you can do and what you can make of it. I think that is the best thing, and I think all those people who are winning an award here truly deserve it. And it's not only the award, it's also the recognition that comes with it. The recognition of your hard work, that you are getting to a point and that someone has taken the cudgels to recognize that what you have done, you've made an effort, you've made a difference. So, it's the easiest thing is to, for example, create a marketplace and sell something. I think change makers should also think about innovation and underlying opportunities that help society, because those are also opportunities. It's no different from an Uber or an Airbnb identifying what is the underlying asset, what is the opportunity, how you unlock the value in that proposition, and that's exactly what you're doing. So I will strongly urge, and while I congratulate you that you've achieved a real milestone, and everyone who's been awarded here today, wish you the very best of luck. And these awards count. They make a huge difference. Not only do they bring a smile to your face, but they give you the encouragement to keep on going and striving to go forward in life and actually set new goals and milestones for yourself. Thank you very much once again for taking this opportunity and inviting me. It's a great pleasure and honor. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Mr. Sharma, for sharing these wonderful words. And now is the time to get into celebrating our young Gen Z and Gen Alpha change makers at this event today. And before we get into that, I would like to invite on stage Dr. Anurag Batra.
Good afternoon. You're absolutely on time. Rajat, why don't you sit down? I know you come from the US. You're more relaxed there. There's no Donald Trump here, so you can sit down. Right, but on a serious note, good afternoon. Mr. Karthik Sharma studied at the King's College, London, joined his family business, and all the initiatives that he's been involved with have grown. As I said, he's a unique person who understands entrepreneurship, which runs in his genes, politics, which also runs in his genes, and media business that he created. Next was an idea that he nurtured for a long time, and he finally executed at a scale that we saw. Today we are doing the second edition of the Zen Z and Zen Alpha Changemaker. In the day we had fantastic speakers. I know today is Choti Diwali, so happy Choti Diwali to all of you. Your attention is the biggest gift anyone can get. And I only wanted to show one slide to all the winners today. They're in the room. I have your attention. I hope you're looking at me and listening to me and not your screen. And I said, This is the guy I follow every day. His name is Scott D. Clary, and his quotes are really resonate with me. And this is something he posted yesterday. He said, "You don't achieve a lot, or are not able to achieve your dreams because you're in a constant state of partial attention. Never fully here, never fully there, always partially somewhere else. That's not presence. That's absence. Be fully where you are. When you work, work completely. When you're with people, be there completely. Partial attention is wasted attention." And I thought if I had to say one thing to everybody in this room, including myself, because I'm here, that would be it. Because when I have my phone with me, Shiv, I'm very different. Bharat, I'm very different than when I don't have my phone. So I would only say that whatever you do, give it your best, be fully in it. And multitasking is not a good thing. When I was younger, I used to do that. I'm not a big fan of it. Why do we do these awards? There are logical reasons and there are illogical reasons. But I'll give you the logical reason. The illogical reason really, I like to be honest. I think the future of the country is in this room. It seems like a very big statement, but it's true. I want to tell you, we do a lot of awards. My partner Nawal is here. In exchange for media, me and Nawal started it together with a third friend. And in BusinessWorld, and I'm never on the back foot. One, we do awards through the right process. Second, we are an editorial product, so we inherently know how to do awards, how to pick the right winners. Even if the process is sometimes crunched, sometimes through jury process. In a world where everybody puts so much pressure on you, your parents, you yourself, the society, the social media, to excel, to look good, if we can give an award that can give you encouragement, then we are happy. Second, my personal story. I lost my mother exactly almost a year back, 25th October. And I go to my dad. I went day before yesterday to see my dad, and I went to Rohtak to see my mama and to see my Bua's son. And I crossed the place where I first went with my older sister. She's 4 years older. It's near the bus terminus in Gurgaon. It's a government school. And I remember the story. That was the first award I was my older sister was going to join a painting competition. My parents took, I think I was 4 years old and my sister was 8 years old. She's 4 years older to me, little more than 4 years older to me. And I drew a mouse. And I got the second prize. I didn't go to participate in the, I didn't go. My parents just for somebody, my sister possibly gave me, I don't remember. And I won it. And my parents were so happy. And I think they gave me extra pocket money. That's the story I've heard. So awards through the right organization, through the right platforms, through the right intent, as Mr. Sharma said, that awards are about celebrating both innovation and intent. If most of you, all of you, or some of you, after receiving that award, are able to pursue your dreams, are able to make an impact. I heard some of the young changemakers who are getting awarded. I felt, I didn't have my phone, I was fully in the conversation. I rarely sit in a conference, I'm more worried about the next conference, and that's not a joke, right? But today I had sat through every speaker. Some I've known for a while, but I discovered Deepika, the work you do, outstanding, it's life-changing, truly. And Karthik ji, you must meet, because she is from Haryana, her father is from Haryana, and she works for men's causes. So false rape, false dowry, and she is doing exceptional life-changing work. And because I worked with her, she is extremely, and I would have worked with her, extremely honest. So really, I want to end by saying to all the winners that the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next. So keep climbing, you're doing good work. Some of your students, some of you are graduates who have enterprises and you got an early success. But the bottom of one mountain is the top of the other mountain. So you're on the top, but you're at the bottom. So you got to keep climbing. The heartthrob of the nation, the anti-aging man, Jasbir Jassi ji, the singer, entertainer, musician is here. You can give him a big round of applause. Jassi ji, ऐसे Karthik ji now. My Punjabi is very weak. So that's, and I want, as I said, I would end by saying to all the young people, your parents have accomplished, the fact matter what they've done, what they've achieved. Yes, that's fine. Yeah. You can both Gauri and Chirang. So I just want to say to all the young people, do away with the 3 C's. You know what are the 3 C's? First is comparison. We all compare, I also compare. Compare, I do, I won't. But minimize it. Or if you can eliminate them, you will be super happy. Don't compare because your journey is unique. Your family is unique, your own talents are unique. Second is don't criticize. We're in the media business. But sometimes we talk about people without knowing the circumstances, what they're going through, what are the resources. So stop criticizing. It's a total waste of time. And last is complain. You know, in fact, you're alive, you're doing well, your parents are good, your grandparents are good, you're being today awarded. You have nothing to complain. So do away with the 3 C's and the 3 H's I keep saying embrace. One is not Haryana, sir. That you embrace.
Sure, though.
Yes. But he's represented on the state of Gujarat, state of Orissa, CBI, ED. He works very hard. They don't have to work hard, I can tell you that. Their parents have done very well. They can afford not to do anything. But they, I mean, some of your parents I know, they have built big enterprising, but there is a beauty in building what you can build yourself. So work hard, build something new. Second is humility. Today you're getting awarded, tomorrow you'll get more accolades, you'll be successful, you'll get a great, please be seated. Is humility. You know, the fact I deal with Shashank ji is such a big lawyer, I deal with Karthik ji, I deal with Sudhir Mishra ji. Sudhir ji is a top environmental lawyer. Deep's been my friend for 17, 18 years. Never seen, he has such a good attitude, such a positive person. I've never seen him saying no. And then he'll figure out the way, you know. That's the attitude he has. So have humility. But the most important is, I think to me that's the most important. I follow right? I follow that. You know, if you can have just hope in your life that tomorrow will be better than today, seeking. I've seen tough situations, but I'm at it and I believe I can solve it, and I do my best and I pray to God. I said it in the morning. Of course you work hard, you're humble, you have hope, but it is because your parents did sukarma. Your grandparents did sukarma. The benefits that you are having today are because of the good work they did, the good karma they did. So take your success a little lightly. I mean, continue to make the impact, but stay humble and rooted. I wish you luck. Life is about miracles, it's about serendipity. And as a book I read recently called Fluke, it basically said it's all about chances. And the best way to illustrate that is if Donald Trump hadn't ducked, the world would be a very different place. Right? It would be a very different place. I mean, Mr. Sharma is imagining Verma for making time on a Choti Diwali. I know you have an award to go to where you're getting an award at 5 p.m. So your presence adds to it. You're a young achiever. At less than 40, you became a member of parliament. At the young age of 30, you started running your family business, which is hospitality and real estate development and liquor and media, which is what you added. And now you are keeping your imprint on policy making. And thank you for giving us the example of what you do in the Parliamentary Committee on Technology and future. I'm sure these people sitting here, with or without the use of AI, will create an impact. So congratulations to all the winners, to the parents, to the family, the success of the and not just the individual who are winning. Thank you. Please applaud them louder. Clapping is good for heart muscles and there's no GST and clapping. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Well, we have another 10 minutes to go before we really start the award ceremony, and I would like to invite Jaspreet Jassi Saab. I will and maybe so there are youngsters in the room who have done exceptional work. They are teenagers, they are doing wonderful work. You can address them, you can sing a song for them, whatever you like. So, 10 minutes.
How to survive toxic people.
10 minutes, that's it. Whatever you like. Which videos are here? You can see them.
You know, I'm sure all the parents know Jassi ji, but those of you are really young, he is a superstar in music, is a superstar entertainer. We all grew up, some of us haven't still grown up, but we're trying to grow. He has many hits, but his biggest hit is Kudi Lagi Punjab Di. I won't sing it, otherwise you would run away, and I don't want that. So please give Jassi ji a big round of applause. Karthik ji was prompting him what to speak on. He's more entertaining, but I said if I had to give you a topic, how to live life well and survive toxic people. No reference to anybody particular. And I want to say, and last thing, one day my mother was in hospital, and this was 5-6 years back, and she was really unwell, and then luckily she did okay. She came out, and I brought her to IIC for meal, and my IIC membership is thanks to Karthik ji. I got my membership thanks to Mr. Sharma. That's the truth. He called me one day and said, send me I want you to fill in the form. And I called him, I said, my mother's feeling a little groovy. Will you come here at the NXC? He came and he sang songs for my mother. I don't think I can forget that ever in this life. So he's a very kind man. He's also very straightforward and mufat. And it has its own advantages. But
सत श्री अकाल, नमस्कार, आदाब। एक्चुअली इन्नी अंग्रेजी तो बात तो मेरा साह ही सुक जाता है, तो कोई लफ्ज नहीं समझ आता। वो एक्चुअली बहुत जोर लगता है ना ट्रांसलेट करने में भी। तो पहले भाजी कहते ना कि आपका ही नाम है जसवीर जस्सी, तो मैं क्या पहली लाइन ट्रांसलेट करते रहता हूँ, तो फिर अगले वाली निकल जाती है उस टाइम। तो क्या बोलना है चंगी लाइफ के बारे में? किस चीज के आप क्या बोला आपने?
toxic.
How to deal with toxic people?
उन्होंने डील ही नहीं करना चाहिए। बेस्ट वे एक्चुअली है, हाँ, उनको डील ही नहीं करो। वो वैसे कार्तिक पाजी से भी मेरी अभी बात है कि मैं क्या बोलना है, कहते कि मीडिया के बारे में बोल सकते हो, जहाँ चेंजेस जो आ रही हैं, जो AI भी आ रहा है सारा कुछ। तो मुझे तो लगता है कि जो सच है ना, सच बोलते रहना चाहिए, और किसी खराब बंदे को, नेगेटिव बंदे को अपने आसपास आने ही नहीं देना चाहिए। ये सबसे बेस्ट चीज़ है, क्योंकि इतनी अच्छी चीज़ें हमारे आसपास, इतनी बढ़िया बढ़िया चीज़ें। मैं जैसे मान लो शुरुआत ही करता हूँ मैं सुबह सुबह बाबे नानक से, जपजी साहब से, तो उसमें इतनी अच्छी अच्छी चीज़ें हैं। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभव निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सहभंग गुर प्रसाद। तो अगर इससे ही शुरुआत की जाए तो आपका माइंड भी बिल्कुल क्लीन रहता है। अगर आप उच्चारण कर लो तो आपकी जुबान भी जो है वो शुद्ध होती है, आपके शब्द जो हैं वो बनते हैं, शब्द बनते हैं तो वो माइंड से बनते हैं। तो माइंड अगर पॉजिटिव रहेगा तो सारा दिन मुझे लगता है बहुत अच्छा निकल सकता है। बहुत अच्छे अच्छे गाने सुन सकते हो आप, म्यूजिक ज़्यादा सुन सकते हो। तो फिर वही बात कि वो टॉक्सिक पीपल से दूर रहो बस। आई थिंक तो अच्छी जिंदगी है, अच्छी पॉजिटिव लाइफ है, अच्छे लोगों से मिलता हूँ। मैं अपना बताता हूँ जी, मैं बड़े अच्छे लोगों से मिलता हूँ रोज, अच्छे पत्रकारों से, अच्छे विद्वानों से सीखता रहता हूँ। गुरबानी वाले कुछ लोग हैं उनसे सीखता रहता हूँ। जो कोई पंडित जी होते हैं जो मुझे लगता है कि इनको मंत्र बहुत अच्छे आते हैं, मतलब पखंडी वाले नहीं लोग, जो जितने भी हैं बाबे जो हैं, कई बाबे हैं, वो पखंडी वाले नहीं, दूसरे बंदों से मैं जाके मिलता हूँ, उनसे बात करता हूँ कि कैसे मेडिटेशन हो सकती है, कैसे हम लोग अपने, क्योंकि हमने परफॉर्म करना होता है तो हमें बड़ी ज़रूरत होती है, माइंड भी सेट रहना बड़ा ज़रूरी है, फिर उसके बाद बॉडी फिट रहनी बड़ी ज़रूरी है, तंदुरुस्त होना बड़ा ज़रूरी है, माइंड का तंदुरुस्त होना भी बड़ा ज़रूरी है। तो इन चीज़ों में ही पढ़ा रहता हूँ। बहुत अच्छी चीज़ें। हमारे पात्र साहब, सुरजीत पात्र साहब एक हमारे बहुत बड़े कवि थे, तो वो कहते हैं कि मैं राह ते नहीं तुरदा, मैं तुरदा हाँ ते राह बन गए। मैं रास्तों पे तो चलता नहीं हूँ, मैं चलता हूँ तो फिर रास्ते बन जाते हैं। तो युगां तो काफिले आउंदे इस सच दा गवाह बनदे। इसका जो है विटनेस है वो, मतलब सच का जो विटनेस है वो रास्ते जो हैं या काफिले हैं वो इसके विटनेस हैं। तो उनकी मुझे लाइनें बड़ी बड़ी कमाल की, कहते कि जो सच बोलने के पर है ना, कार्तिक बाजू कहते कि कभी कभी कहते कि इतना सच ना बोल के कल्ला रह जाऊं। इतना सच भी नहीं बोलना चाहिए कि आप इकल्ले रह जाओ। मैं आपको बाद में समझाऊंगा, पहले इसकी लाइन बोल लेता हूं कि इतना सच ना बोल के कल्ला रह जावे, चार बंदे रख ले मोटा देने लगे। मोटा मतलब कंधा देने के लिए 4 बंदे रखने चाहिए आपको कि आपके साथ कोई चल सके या चल पड़े। पर मैं तो ये सोचता हूँ कि सच बोलना चाहिए, बोल्डली सच बोलना चाहिए। आपका माइंड क्लीन रहता है, आपको छुपाना कुछ नहीं पड़ता, आप सही रास्तों पे चलते रहते हो। ये इनको मैंने बहुत खराब टॉक्सिक लोगों से बचाया है अभी, अनुराग को अभी बचा भी रहा हूँ। तो इसीलिए मुझे लगता है इन्होंने आज टॉपिक यही रख लिया कि कैसे दूर रहना। अब आपको बचाया है, आपको मैं अब दूर रहने की तरकीबें जो है वो बताता रहूँ। थैंक यू सो मच। सत श्री अकाल।
In 2 minutes, we can just play some music.